Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there, and he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready?
It's an option right that begins this drive. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
Let's go now.
They go counter. It's Johnson. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Daniels. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. He's on the move. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Daniels from the pistol. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
3rd and short, Daniels. That's caught for the 1st. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Go. Here's
Daniels. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Ready.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. And they will score. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders have a great first drive and get the game's first points. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. He lost the football. And the fumble recovery is made. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
You know, awareness, Kate, is one of the best skills anyone on the return team can possess. And normally it's just for hitting blocks and clearing the lane and doing their job. But there it was recognizing the fumble and locating it quickly to save the possession.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Connects on the crosser. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. He's dropping back to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
No motion Lamb right. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to Northwest. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Setting up a throw. On the move, headed right. Complete out to the right side. And he's a yard or two shy of the 30 before going out. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Throwing it again here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Working quickly here. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Looking right, and he finds him. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. He loses the football. And the Commanders pick this one up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know, Kate, that's a stop they're going to use as teaching tape for an entire season. Heck, the offseason. Back pressed against their own end zone, making an impact play. No one expected to force a fumble. His effort directly kept points off the scoreboard. It's that type of effort that coaches want to see from everyone on the field.
And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line. The rookie from Michigan, there that time.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. This one quickly to Harrison. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
All right, set now. 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go trap, go.
Daniels. Tried to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. And the Cowboys are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble, then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
Doesn't have the hook up there, incomplete pass. Trying to find his tight end. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
60 by 6, 60 by 6. Back to 60,
Now looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Man in motion here. Going ground on 1st and goal. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. On 2nd and 9. Bails out of the pocket quick. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. That one doesn't make it beyond the line. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal. Running back sent in motion. Pass it down close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset they couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Look at this, the wideout gets it to start this drive. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. That stop made by Derek Brown. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go, shot.
Daniels back to throw. Connects on one to Jameson Williams. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
19, Tiger. Go.
Daniels now. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
He's got it at the 30. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders grow their lead just before halftime. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. McPherson to add the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders drive their lead to 11. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Forced out to his right. He's on the move.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he can get the first down.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 24. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Commanders will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. Touchdown, Washington. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
McPherson to add the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders push their lead to 18. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he breaks the 20 on the return, but only just. That is one up to the 21 and out of bounds. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Desperation's a tricky thing, Kate. You love defenses when they're desperate and they're just playing on edge. But offensively, you're in a hole like this, the worst thing you could do is get desperate in a sack. Oh, it only adds further insult to injury.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Another try following the sack. Escapes the pocket. He's got to gain a 6 there. Brought down by Fred Warner. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunk of yards, but still some work to do to get that first down.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Man in motion, headed right. 3rd and long for him here. Gets everything he has under this throw. That's complete inside the 35. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys chop some of the lead off before the half. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys make it an 11-point ball game. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Daniels on first down. He finds Johnson. Has some daylight through the 40. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. From the gun, it's Daniels. Throw complete to Williams. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Ready.
To throw, Daniels. Finds him on the crossing route. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, and sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Not on the same page with his tight end. So second down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Here we go, set.
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
Let's go.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Again, Daniels to the air. And they will score. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders get more points to end a lopsided first half. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. His third through the air this game. And that is his third touchdown catch. Certainly enough to call this a very good game for him. And we're still in the opening half, so what else might he accomplish before we're done here? McPherson at the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders push their lead to 18. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. This return starts at the 5. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35.
At their own 33-yard line.
Here comes the final play of our first half.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here. Caught at the 20-yard line. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Commanders 28, Cowboys 10.
Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter.
Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Ready? Hurt. Right there. Hurt. Set, go.
Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Ready?
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Here we go. Go.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Buys time, rolling right. He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, a better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away.
3rd and long for Daniels. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for him. They were thinking interception for a second, and incompletion is still pretty good, too.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Fields this at the 19. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. This one returned for 11 yards. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. They've got first down from the 31.
Hawk 70.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Pretty obvious, this defense, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, you start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. New set of downs for him from the 46. Throwing now on first down. He's on the move. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Finds a man right side. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him. You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Handoff now from the gun. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. Slot man motioned over. First down, and they go right back to him. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. They send a receiver in motion right. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play. Here he is on third and long. Finds him over the middle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a first and goal.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on fourth.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Short side option here. He's running left. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys start the second half with some needed points. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys make it an 11-point ball game.
Brendan Aubrey to kick off.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Cut by Diggs. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Shotgun handoff to Johnson. Spins out of one stop. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. First down, ball at the 36.
Come on, set.
On the ground again with Johnson. He breaks the tackle. And they'll stop him after he rolls downhill to the 32. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Second and 6 coming up here. Play fake here, Daniels. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Cowboys have some new life in the 4th. All right, that's now his 2nd interception thrown in this game. Obviously not a stat you want, but he does have those 4 touchdowns to fall back on.
And that pick, well, makes it a little bit better performance for this defense, right? I mean, you get burned 4 times, but at least you got a couple to hang your hat on that you did take away. I'm not sure that fact is going to save them from what's going to be a really rough film session, though.
That one's complete, right side.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. He's going to throw this one. He puts everything behind this one. He's got it deep downfield. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys now within 1 score in the 4th. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
He has it. And he's into the end zone, so the two-point try pays off. They cut the deficit to just a field goal here in the fourth.
25.
So we're down to a three-point game, and now gonna try to get it back in pursuit of a game-tying field goal. And the Commanders are able to cover the kick. Well, the good news is still a decent bit of time left. Maybe a little quick on the draw to dial up that onside kick.
Yeah, you know what happens, Kate, in these moments, right? We've been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
And you see my brain just going to overdrive, trying to peel back the layers as to why you would make that decision. And ultimately, I think it's because you don't trust your defense against this offense. That's a big risk to take. And now, unfortunately, you've set this offense up for success.
On first down, here's Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Here we go, set.
Now an inside give to Johnson. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Let's see what they went with on third down.
Let's go. Go.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Got Williams, and it's complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert. They're now set for 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Dragon 60. Ready.
Now Daniels to throw. Chased out to his right. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Ready. Ready.
Johnson up the middle. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On 3rd down, here's Johnson. And he's brought down for a loss.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2.
Ready.
He's back to throw. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
The quarterback's so worried about challenging the DBs in coverage, he didn't keep an eye on the lineman in front of him. He threw it right towards him, and it was easy to get a pop and swat away a potential first down.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 bison. 60 bison. 19 tight. 19 tight. Hup.
They'll come out throwing. On the move, headed right. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Set. Trap 60. Trap 60. Take off.
Look into the air here. Throw complete to Lamb. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in D.C. Cowboys trail by a field goal. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Pass play on 1st and 10. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he'll be touched down after a big play.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talent. When you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, well, you're going to make a defense pay.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. Washington calls it second timeout. Second down now, 7 to go. Back to the well again. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock still running. Another carry for him. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. To throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. To the corner of the end zone, but incomplete. Oh, he made the catch, but didn't get down in bounds.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10 plus, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Here we go, set.
They'll toss it to Johnson. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. After one final kneel down, partner, and this should do it. So they take a knee here, and they stay perfect on the season. Another victory added on to their streak.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So next to the nation's capital, it's a home win for the Commanders. And it's harder and harder not to mention, Brock, the possibility of an undefeated season as they add another to their total here in the penultimate month of the campaign. And with Brock Huard and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Commanders, as with that, we sign off from D.C.